30 detailed facts about Julius Caesar. Born in Rome. Caesar's exact birth date is reported as either July 12 or 13 in different ancient sources. He was born into a Rome that was politically volatile during the late Republic, when powerful individuals and political violence shaped public life. Full name. Roman names were structured: Gaius personal name, Julius gens or clan name, Caesar family branch. The name later became a title used by emperors. Member of the Julian clan. The Julian family was an old patrician line that claimed noble ancestry. Being from this gens gave Caesar social prestige, even though his immediate family had lost much of its earlier influence. Julii claimed descent from Aeneas and Venus. Claiming lineage from Aeneas, a Trojan hero, and Venus, mother of Aeneas, tied the Julii to Roman foundational myths, giving them a semi-divine pedigree useful in politics and propaganda. Father was a praetor. Caesar's father, also Gaius Julius Caesar, held the office of praetor, a senior magistracy, which placed the family within Rome's political elite, though not at the topmost power level. Mother was Orlaicata. Orlaia came from a respected family and is often described as intelligent and influential in Caesar's upbringing. Ancient writers credit her with helping shape his character. Lost his father at about 16. The early death of his father left young Caesar with reduced familial protection and compelled him to rely on political allies and his mother's family for support. Married Cornelia at age 17. Marrying Cornelia, daughter of the revolutionary leader Cinna, aligned Caesar with an important populist faction, a choice that would later bring him into conflict with Sulla. Refused Sulla's demand to divorce Cornelia. When Sulla, the dictator, ordered him to divorce Cornelia because of her father's politics, Caesar refused, an act signaling both personal loyalty and political courage at the cost of his early career prospects. Served as a soldier in Asia Minor. Caesar's early military service exposed him to combat and provincial administration, helping him gain experience and the reputation for bravery that later aided his political rise. Earned the civic crown, Corona Civica. The civic crown was awarded for saving a fellow Roman citizen's life in battle, a high honor that enhanced Caesar's reputation for courage and devotion to comrades. Captured by pirates on the way to Rhodes. While traveling to study rhetoric in Rhodes, pirates captured him. Rather than panic, Caesar maintained command, joking with captors and later taking decisive revenge when freed. After release, he raised forces, captured and crucified the pirates. Fulfilling his promise, Caesar hunted down the pirates, executed them, demonstrating ruthless effectiveness and enforcing his personal honor. Elected Pontifex Maximus in 63 BCE. Becoming chief priest of Rome gave Caesar religious authority and prestige. The office was politically useful, and because it was a lifelong position, it secured a powerful platform. Served as consul in 59 BCE. The consulship was the highest regular republican office. As consul, Caesar used legislative skill and alliances to pass laws and distribute favors to supporters. In 55 BCE, made the first Roman expeditions to Britain. These initial forays were exploratory and temporary, but significant as Rome's first contacts with Britain, and as evidence of Caesar's ambition to project power beyond continental Europe. Famous for Veni, Vidi, Vici. This succinct phrase, reportedly about a swift victory in the East, showcased Caesar's flair for dramatic, memorable statements and his desire to cast events as decisive triumphs. Pompey later turned against him. Political dynamics shifted. Pompey, once an ally, grew jealous and fearful of Caesar's growing influence, aligning eventually with Republican senators against him. The Senate ordered Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome. By demanding he give up command, the Senate aimed to remove his military power, a move Caesar saw as dangerous and humiliating, leading to his fateful decision. Defeated Pompey's forces and became dictator. After a series of campaigns, Caesar prevailed. He assumed the title of dictator, concentrating powers that alarmed many traditionalists. Became romantically involved with Cleopatra after Pompey's death. While in Egypt, Caesar allied with Cleopatra, who sought his support to secure her throne. The liaison had political and personal dimensions and produced a famous partnership. Introduced many social and governmental reforms. Caesar reformed the calendar, reduced debts, reorganized municipal governments, and instituted policies to stabilize Rome, often centralizing decisions in his hands. Instituted the Julian calendar. The Julian calendar standardized the year to 365.25 days with a leap year system. It corrected earlier Roman calendar chaos and lasted for centuries with minor tweaks. Modern Gregorian reform corrected small drift later. Senators feared he aimed to be king. Republican Romans hated the idea of monarchy. Caesar's accumulation of honors, permanent appointments, and public adulation fueled conspiratorial fears that he would abolish the republic. Assassinated on March 15, 44 BCE. A group of senators conspired and stabbed him to death during a Senate meeting, believing they were restoring the republic by removing a would-be tyrant. Brutus was among his assassins. Marcus Junius Brutus, long seen as a protege and possibly a friend, joined the killers. His participation made the betrayal deeply personal and dramatic. His death triggered another civil war. Rather than restoring stability, the assassination unleashed chaos. Rivalries among Caesar's heir, Mark Antony, and others led to warfare that ultimately ended the Republic. Adopted heir Octavian became Rome's first emperor. Caesar's will named his grandnephew Octavian as heir. Octavian used the name, legacy, and supporters to consolidate power and transform Roman government into the Principate. Deified by the Roman Senate after his death, the Senate officially declared Caesar a god, and temples and cults in his honor enhanced his posthumous prestige and offered divine legitimization to his successors. Shakespeare's Julius Caesar immortalized him in literature. Shakespeare dramatized Caesar's career and assassination, ensuring his story would become central to Western cultural memory and debates about power, betrayal, and republican virtue.